Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. It's not hype, not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. Today's episode is entitled Clear is Kind: Why Clarity is the Most Courageous Thing a Leader Can Offer. Here we go. Think about the last time you left a conversation with your leader and still weren't sure what they actually meant. Maybe the feedback was wrapped in so many qualifiers it lost its edge. Maybe the expectation was stated but not defined. Maybe the hard thing never got said at all. You walked away with a feeling, not a direction. And that feeling, more often than not, was anxiety. That's what unclear leadership produces. Not kindness, anxiety. Brené Brown put it plainly. Clear is kind, unclear is unkind. 6 words. But they carry the weight of every failed performance conversation, every missed deadline that could have been prevented, every resignation letter written by someone who never knew where they stood. Here's what I've observed with the leaders I've coached. The ones who believed they were being kind by softening difficult messages were often the ones whose teams struggled the most. Not because those leaders lacked intelligence or care, but because they had conflated comfort with compassion. Being gentle in delivery is a skill worth developing. Being vague about the actual message is a disservice. When you tell someone they're doing pretty well, but there might be some areas to look at, you've not given them feedback. You've given them ambiguity and told them to figure out the rest. That's not protection. That is abdication. The common misread of this principle is that clarity requires bluntness, that being direct means being harsh, that honesty and kindness cannot occupy the same sentence. They absolutely can. In fact, the most skilled communicators I know are precise and warm at the same time. They know exactly what they need to say, and they say it in a way that honors the other person's dignity. That combination is not accidental. It's practiced. Reframe clarity this way. Clarity is an act of respect. When you're clear with someone, you're telling them that you believe they can handle the truth. You're telling them that their time matters. You're telling them that you respect them enough not to make them guess. Unclear communication sends a different message entirely. It says, I'm more concerned with my own comfort than your ability to succeed. And when you lead people, that's not a small thing. So here's the question worth sitting with. Where in your leadership are you defaulting to soft language? Not because it serves the other person, but because it protects you from a difficult moment. It might be in how you give feedback. It might be in how you set expectations at the start of a project. It might be in how you handle underperformance. It might even be in how you run your one-on-ones. Clarity does not have to be brutal, but it does have to be honest. And the next time you find yourself reaching for a qualifier or a cushion or a deliberately vague phrase, ask yourself who that choice is actually serving. Clear is kind. That is not just a quote to share on social media. It's a standard to hold yourself to every time you communicate as a leader. The people you lead deserve to know where they stand. They deserve real feedback, real expectations, and real conversations. Give them that. Not because it's easy, because it's the right thing to do. That is what it means to lead with clarity.